How's it going? I'm Roh Habibi, and in this video I'm going to be telling you guys how I became a millionaire real estate agent at the age of 28. I've sold properties all over the world, from Dubai to Hawaii, here in the San Francisco Bay Area, and all across the continental US. With all the experience that I've gained in this field, I just wanted to give back and share a little bit on what set me apart from being able to actually achieve dreams in real estate versus many of the other agents that I began working with, and also how I learned to break into any market. So first, a little bit about me. I'm from Kabul, Afghanistan. Maybe you guys have heard of it, maybe probably a lot of people haven't. But in any case, I immigrated here to the United States of America as a refugee with my mom, my dad, and my older brother. Grew up here in the Bay Area, very, very humble beginnings. Did undergraduate school at San Jose State University, did graduate school at the UC Berkeley campus, and now I thought about what am I going to do for the rest of my life, right? At that young, tender age of between 18 to 22, it's really hard to decide what the heck you're going to do for the rest of your life. So I worked, countless jobs. I probably had like maybe 19, 20 different jobs in all these different fields. I think they all led me to this position of being able to be an entrepreneur and work in real estate. So I made the leap of faith 7 years ago, and I haven't looked back ever since. To keep this video as brief as possible, I'm going to share 3 things that I think really set me apart to be able to make it in this niche of real estate. The first thing, and I honestly think it's probably the most vital, is to have a very long outlook at life, your career, accomplishing things, and taking it one step at a time, 3 months at a time, 6 months, 12 months, 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, and really, really thinking about, look, you're not going to make it immediately, right? This is not like an overnight success type of job. It's really difficult. So if you start getting down on yourself because you're not accomplishing your goals immediately and you're not hitting the numbers that you want to hit, and you're comparing yourself to other people that may have been in the industry for quite some time and doing really, really well, you're going to end up getting depressed. It happens to all of us. So what I would say is, if you are ever thinking about doing this as a career, and you're already in this, for example, and you're a real estate agent and you're active and you're trying your best, be generous to yourself and give yourself the time. If you hit goals every 5 years, that's fantastic, and then look at a 10-year outlook, fantastic. The most successful people that I have been around that have been doing this specific job have been doing it for 20 years, 30 years. You know, they didn't get to where they are overnight. They've worked really, really diligently for a very long period of time, and that's why they are where they are. So, for myself, and for anyone out there that's watching this right now, have a very long-term outlook. The next thing is just as important. Who you surround yourself with, what content you're taking into your own personal headspace is going to set the foundation for not only who you are going to be, but just the mentality that you have going into these different types of projects, different ventures, going into listing appointments, going into buyer's consultations, and just generally how much you as an individual are going to grow over, coupling that with the time aspect, the next 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. Who are you going to become? It's very important to surround yourself with the right energy, positive people that are going to help you get to where you're going to go, and also people that are going to challenge you and put the fire underneath you and hold you accountable to what you said you're going to do, how you're going to do it, and what heights you're going to reach. So again, super important to think about, what are you taking in? Are you listening to podcasts? Are you reading books? Who are you around? Who's in your sphere of influence, right? We call it the center of influence, the sphere of influence. Who are you around that has influence on your brain, on your body, and how you live your life and what you're doing as a career? And finally, I think that my ability to grasp my head around the concept of being where they are has definitely separated me amongst the pack. When I first started in the business 7 years ago, I met a lady that she'd done $8 billion in sales. 8 billion, right? I couldn't even fathom this number because I was coming from JP Morgan, I was doing finance, I was doing wealth management and financial planning. So for someone to sell $8 billion worth of real estate was something unheard of for me, right? So I sat through this whole 1-hour presentation that she gave, learned about who she was. She talked about kind of her life story, what got her to where she was. And I'm like thinking, my head just blew off, right? I'm like, what? How is it possible that she sold $8 billion? This is crazy. I'm just brand new getting into the industry. I just got my business cards printed, actually. They're in my pocket. I was super happy about that. So I go up to her and I ask her a question. I said, hey, I'm brand new in the business, okay? Give me your absolute best advice for someone that's a new agent to reach heights like you've reached. And she just looked me dead in the eye and she said, Roh, be where they are. I said, what, be where they are? What does that mean? I don't get it. So she said, Roh, who is the ideal client that you want to work with? Think about that long and hard. After you think about that, you need to figure out, where are they? Are they playing tennis at the best tennis club? Do they play golf? Do they like riding horses? Do they have children and their children do blank? Like, what do they enjoy doing? Do they like traveling? What are the destinations they like traveling to? Where do they like to stay? What do they like to eat? What are they into, right? And then when you could figure out where they are, you got to be there too. That's the hard part, because as a newer agent or someone that's even been in the business for a little while, money is the separating factor to being able to be where the potential clients that you want to serve are. So you have to creatively think about how you are going to be able to bridge that gap. But third thing is, be where they are. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. That's all I have for you for today. But if you want to learn about international real estate, development, sales, marketing, the whole 9 yards, please subscribe. And I would love to answer any questions that you guys potentially have. Please comment below in the comment section. And until next time, later.